Hey everyone, welcome back to String Cheese and Applesauce, where today we're going to build this Lego City Arctic Helicrane. So it's city, but it's really kind of Arctic themed. So there's really not too many cities in the Arctic, but either way, it's under the city theme. Arctic Helicrane. This is what I'm really excited about with this set, is the little husky dogs. Those look cool. Can't wait to get those. There's a couple new elements in here. It looks like the little sleds on the Helicrane. See the back a little bit. So let's go. 262 pieces, 60034. That's the set number. Let's go ahead and bust this open and see what we got. Alright, so let's go ahead and start unboxing this. See what this box contains. Look at all that orange. Bunch of orange. Looks like we do have two instruction books that are all wadded up pretty good. Big one and a smaller one. Of course, our dreaded sticker sheet. And we have a bag 1, 2, and 3. So 3 numbered bags there. We'll go ahead and start with book 1, bag 1. Small bag and the big bag, as always. So let's do our minifigures first. And the dogs are cool. This is one of the new pieces I was excited about. I'm going to do a review of this set. So in the review we'll look at the minifigures a lot more closely. But this build is more or less just the build and unboxing. Dexter wants to say hi. Say hi to them all, Dex. There you go. You just gonna sit there? You gonna watch? You come to look at the dogs too? You wanna see the dogs? No. You don't care about the dogs? Alright. If you're in my way, I'm moving you. You better stay out of my way. I'm watching you. Alright, so our first minifigure is the pilot. He has a cool little printed torso. He also has a helmet with these little visors. The visors are a little goofy. Takes a little while to put them on right. And then we have this female Arctic base worker. That's cool. Got a male and a female. Now we have our little ice with the gem in it, or some sort of mineral, whatever they're mining out of the ice. So that's that piece. Now we're going to build a little container, I'm guessing. Looks like a little container. seems kind of fragile now. I need to get a few more pieces on there, or else I feel like I'm going to push too hard and it's going to fall apart on me. Trying not to let that happen. Alright, this plate should hold it all together. Alright. Good enough, I guess. Alright. There we go. So there's your little container. And I guess what you do is you put this thing of ice right there in the middle, and the helicopter will be able to lift it up. Right now, looks like time for our sled, maybe? Let's see what happens here. Bar right there on the front. That's kind of cool. These are the same bars that you've seen on the windsurfing pieces. Now we have some series of modified plates stacked on top of each other, and a Friends handlebar. These are the handlebars that the Friends have to use to hold on to things because their arms or their wrists are not articulatable. Okay, another one. This one's slightly different because it has yellow headlight on there. Take our dogs. We attach one of these handlebars onto this stud on their back that has a hole in it. Where you going, Dex? Where you going, Dex? There we go. So there's our sled with the dogs. We have the two snow boots. You just put them back to back and they create like a little bar shape. Put them inside of a stud with a hole in the top. Little bar, little handlebar, I guess, and a headlight piece. Now we're building some sort of telescoping camera. So we're taking this minifigure camera accessory piece, attaching it to this thing so it looks like a big long telescoping lens, and then that attaches to that bar on top. big crate. And inside the crate goes a little ice pick, a walkie-talkie, and this piece is new to me. It may be been around for a while, but I've never seen it before. It's a little metal detector. So it's a pre-molded metal detector piece. So that goes right in there. So that is really cool. And then the little figure goes back there. It does come with an extra ice pick. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in the box. And then 5 other extra pieces, but they're just small stuff that common stuff that could get lost. So that was a quick build of bag number 1 and instruction book 1. Let's scoot all this to the side and get bag number 2 going. Little bag in the big bag. Pretty common to see that nowadays. Alright. Look at all this orange. I'm not messing around, just getting right into it. It's a pretty standard little brick stacking exercise. We do have a few Technic bricks though, which is always good. So these connect to the pins and goes through that axle there. So that's going to add a lot of stability to this model. And then we'll put a 1x4 plate over there to help hold it together. Couple modified plates, 2x4 plate. Two more modified plates, and 1x3 plate. Some 1x6 orange tiles. Bluish gray plate and an engine, molded engine brick. So there's the engine to the helicopter. Next is a 2x4 Technic plate. And then a couple of these baby bows. And 2 of the larger bow shapes. Two by 4 plate and a 2x2 round tile with a hole in the top. So you can see that hole, you can see right through it. That's why we had to put that Technic plate in there, because we're probably going to push something through that hole and we don't need it to hit anything. So the Technic plate will allow us to do that. Here is our rear propeller. This is going to connect all the way to the back. So now it's starting to take shape, starting to look like something. You can see we have our rear propeller back there. Alright, now we're going to build two intake pieces. They're going to be both identical. Let's do both of them at the same time. Start with these big intake manifolds. Then we have some modified plates with a round 2x2 tile with a hole in the top. Modified plate, tile with hole. And these both attached to these clips that were in there. Creates a nice intake manifold there. Now we have our string element. And these are, oh good, this is one of the easy ones. The string comes in this little box. You pop it open, then it's on this little flat piece of cardboard. Now this one is one of the easier ones to install because you don't have to tie it. This hole that you put the string through, it just goes in the hole and then you kind of pull it out to the side. I don't know if you can really see that very well. Let me zoom in a bit. Alright. So you can see that hole right there. So we put the string in that hole and then it actually comes out the side like that. See it coming out there. So after you have it in the hole, all that you do is you take this pin, this Technic axle. If you look from the side, you see there's that cross shape. So what that allows you to do is just push this axle through, and when you push it through, what it does is it clamps down on that string and it's not going anywhere. And then we'll put a couple of these little bushings and a little turn knob gear right there. Same on the other side. Bushing and the gear. And then we can start to wind it up. Pretty long little string too. Now, unfortunately, we still have to tie on the little hook. So here's the hook. So we've still got to wrap it around, and it's pretty hard for me. So I have big fingers, and tiny string. There's one. You really have to double knot it to make it work. See, I haven't left enough room to get another knot around there. Let's see what I could do here. If anyone's OCD out there like me, it's probably driving you crazy. Alright, I think I got it. Grab it, don't lose it, don't lose it. Alright, there we go. Got it. Right, so there is our hook element all assembled. And this whole thing goes all the way on the top, attaches right there. So the hook is gonna go down. And then to pull it up, just turn that. There we go. Alright, so now let's build the front pilot's cockpit area. These and a jumper plate all the way up here. White 2x4. Have a window with a glass piece in it. All the way in the back, and then you have two other window frames, but they don't have glass pieces in them. They're just put back there. Kind of interesting that they did that. We'll build up a little bit of bricks on this side, just like we did on the other side. Seat, a control panel, printed control panel. So turn this over, attach a couple modified plates with studs vertically on the side. Turn it back over, put our steering control handle, a 2x3 brick, couple plates, a rounded 2x2 brick on the top here, and then two cheese slopes, double wide cheese slopes. And all of this connects to the helicopter piece. Alright. Next we have, looks like a little decorative element. It's going to go on the side. Couple little panels. This goes over here. This will actually hold that top piece on very well too. It is not going anywhere now. And this one will be for the other side. These panels here also give it the illusion of some steps or a little ladder going up the helicopter. Alright, so that is it for bag number 2. We do have 5 more extra pieces, just a couple Technic pieces, and some small elements that could get lost. Alright, on to bag number 3. Little bag in the big bag. Not many pieces in this little bag though. Bag 3 actually seems to have the fewest amount of pieces of all the bags. So we have this big cockpit element and a little windshield element that also goes with it. So we'll just pop those right in there and it just kind of snaps right in place. Real easy to install. Wonder if it's as easy to take out. Yeah, you just kind of have to squeeze a little bit, it comes out pretty easily. But as far as putting it in there, I mean, it almost just like sucks it in. It fits in there perfectly. And it just attaches right there. So you can see just in 2 pieces in one step, we more or less completed that front cockpit. Alright. So we're going to start off by putting some of these little Technic pins in here. And what they're actually doing is creating little studs out here so we can attach something to them. And that something that we're going to attach is this tile. So now we have 2 more little pins with axles, and then we attach these little Technic joiner, axle joiner pieces. One of these bent axle joiners there. And then this axle with a little stud on the end, we put a trans red stud and then slide it right through those 2. So that more or less holds that whole piece on there. So this whole module is not coming out at all. That's the benefit of doing Technic elements mixed in with system. The Technic stuff will add so much stability to the set. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how much few pieces will really add. So same thing on this side. We're more or less just repeating what we saw on the other side. So we put our little studs in there with our tile. Now we're putting these little axle joiners, the angled axle joiner, and our axle with a stud on it, but instead of red we're using the green trans stud. Slide it all the way through there. That module is not going anywhere, so that's cool. Alright, now we're going to build 2 of these same element. So we're using these Technic bricks with the axle hole. There's both of those, and they each go on one side. is one of these little curved pieces. Nope, we're actually making two of them. I'll do both of them at the same time. With a little handlebar piece on it. And these both get attached to these bricks. Okay. Now we're going to start with the landing gear pieces. And these little sled pieces are new for 2014. And they're pretty cool little pieces. This is actually the first set that I've gotten that uses these pieces. What you doing? You're getting a brick separator? Bring that over here. Bring that over here? No, that whole thing. Here's my brick separator tree. These are all the brick separators that I could find. I probably have more laying around somewhere. One of the kids just came in here. They're building sets that they have in a different room, and he he needed a brick separator, and he knew where to come to the brick separator tree. All right, so there's our two of our landing gear pieces. They will attach right on the sides / bottom of these two pieces. Okay. Now we have one more. There's the other one. It connects to the front. On the front, it doesn't have anything except for a little bitty pinhole right there on this little molded piece, and it actually does fit that Technic pin just right. I'll zoom out a bit because we're about to put all of our propellers and stuff on. All right. So this is how we're going to start this. In our plate that had the hole in it, our tile that had the hole in it, we have this friction little pin piece. So that's more or less going to hold our rotor up there. Now to make our rotor, we have this element. It's basically a 6-sided wheel. Turn it over and start putting these little rotor pieces on each one. 6 of them. Turn it over, and one of these blades goes on each one of them. See how big it's really getting. And then to top it off, one of these pieces that we used on the bottom is also going to go on the top. That will help hold them both together. Last one, best one, right there. Okay, so bring this helicopter back over here, and we just drop that right there on top of that non-friction axle. A little half bushing on top to hold it in place, and there you go. That gives us our Arctic helicopter So let's, only 4 extra pieces from this bag number 3. So we have the helicopter that has the hooks to that. Turn it. And it raises up our ice treasure. Okay. And then in addition to that, don't forget the cool dog sled and also our pilot. So there you go. Alright, so thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to give us a big thumbs up if you like what you saw. Make sure to subscribe. There's a link right down here. You can hit subscribe. Make sure you don't miss any other builds that we do. Make sure to comment. Tell us what you thought about this set. If there's any things you didn't like or loved about it, let us know. Love to hear it. Make sure to check out our other videos. And remember to check out the Ask Me Anything videos, where you can ask me anything and I will answer your question. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.